What's going on, y'all? How you doing? It's your girl Paulette. Come on in the room. Come on in. Come on in. How are you? Welcome to the day shift, midday. Midday. Let me tell you why it's midday, because it's midday. All right. So listen, y'all, I got some guests on another one of my devices, and we're just kind of hanging out today. Getting used to doing this in multiple devices all at one time. You know what I mean? So listen. This is the day shift, y'all. Hey, y'all, come on in. And I am excited to be here because we got a bunch of stuff to talk about before the first initial show of Monday night. So most of you guys already know. If you don't know, if you're new over here on TikTok, if you're new over here on Instagram and you're checking us out or whatever, one of the things I want you guys to know is sometimes we go live all the time. Well, not all the time, but sometimes we go live at the strangest of times. And so one of the things that I will say, hang on. No, what? Y'all. And so because I am, okay, I'm going to go live. I'm going to just, because why not? No, I think I'll wait on that one. I'll wait till another time. Okay. So let's talk about a couple of things that are happening today in the Brownstone. So first things first, the Nicole Johnson of Girl Your Money Matters is going to be live this evening. And she has a special guest that's going to be hanging out with her. It is Coach Crystal Taylor of Fitness is Not a Game is going to be the guest this evening on Girl Your Money Matters or Gym. And it'll take Nicole to tell you exactly like what her mantra is and all of that, right? So that's number one. So we have Gym tonight, and then after Gym, you'll be able to actually see what's the name of this show. Love Restored with Marshawn Olanio. And y'all like, okay, you don't know the name of the show. It's so much happening right now, y'all. Let me tell you something. It is like, you got to be kidding me. Like, all of this is happening like right now. So if you are not familiar with who I am, welcome. Tavon 777. How you doing? Come on in. So listen, one of the things that I like to do during these segments is to kind of shout out what's happening in brownstoneworldwide.com. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull that up, and we're going to talk about some of the things that are happening in the news. And I think it's important for you guys to kind of see where we are when we're talking about brownstoneworldwide.com. Super, super, super important. So some things are, some things aren't, but we do like to give you some news and information that you can use, right? We think that that's important. So one of the things that we're talking about in the news today, hey, Ashley Ray, how are you? Come on in the room. Is when we're talking about the news, let's just be really clear. A lot of the news and information that we get, it is literally happening within seconds of each other. Okay. Well, already Ben Affleck is causing a little trouble on the scene. I don't even want to talk about that because why? I don't care. So Twitter is auctioning off hundreds of office supplies, chairs and coffee machines from its headquarters. But if you all have not been paying attention, Elon Musk is actually replacing some of the furniture in his facility with bedding, which I think is, I have my own words to say about that. Hey, user 719-334-739-1464. Welcome. Once again, it's your girl Paulette. I'm the owner and founder of BrownstoneWorldwide.com. We also have BrownstoneMarketplace.com. We also have KCCRTheBrownstone.com. But then also, I'm super excited about this part, and that is that we also have now officially Brownstone Living Magazine. And so later on this afternoon, it's actually being worked on right now, you guys. You'll be able to access Brownstone Living Magazine, at least the one for December. You'll be able to access it for free for the rest of the month on brownstoneworldwide.com. Okay. And then once you register, then you'll have an opportunity to go ahead and to subscribe to Brownstone Living, the magazine, for an entire year. Or if you want to go ahead and do it just for whatever, we have 2 years, and then we also have a 3-year subscription service that is currently available for Brownstone Living. So let's see. Former CBS News correspondent DeMarco Morgan fills in for TJ Holmes on Good Morning America 3. So Mr. Holmes, who we all know full well, was one of the ones in this debacle with his co-worker Amy Robach. Okay, and Amy Robach, from what I'm understanding, is back on the air, but again, TJ Holmes is not. A lot of us called that before it actually happened. We saw it happening and we were like, oh boy, this is not going to end well for him. And we, I mean, come on. I mean, we've seen it a million times, but unfortunately, investigations have been done. And as the investigation of the romance between Holmes and co-host Amy Robach continues, both anchors have been replaced, according to U.S. Weekly. Holmes, who is still married, though recently separated, is rumored to have had at least 3 romantic affairs, and the network is looking to see if any rules were broken by the suspended host. DeMarco Morgan, a former CBS News correspondent, took over for Holmes and has been co-hosting along with Stephanie Ramos since Wednesday. Okay, so they're going to slowly start replacing the both of those folks. Now, what that means for their careers, I'm not really sure. She wasn't on GMA today. Okay, because they're saying that and according to what I just read, now earlier today, Vivian, okay, from what I read, they kept her. Okay, but evidently, they didn't keep her, right? Okay, so we clear on that. They didn't keep her. Hey, what's going on? So for those of you all who are on TikTok right now, listen, I am not going to be adding anyone. We'll do that at a later time. I'm just kind of coming on here and chopping it up just a little bit. So thank you, Vivian, for that. Yeah, it says here that she wasn't on there either, but both of them have kind of stung themselves in the foot, and this is not going to end well. So here's the thing. A couple of news sources have reported, hey, Lloyd, how are you? That according to the Daily Mail, the 2 hosts were in a romantic relationship. We both have heard about it. It was ugly. So here we are. And now you got to make a decision on whether or not you're going to continue to do what you're going to do with this person. Like, was it love or was it lust or was it something? Because now it's come out that this guy has been, running through the mill at this particular facility. So, that kind of looks a little funky. And coming from an HR perspective, he could probably lose a lot, including his job opportunities. And then it's so many investigations that have to go on and stuff like that. So of course, they're going to be removing both of those folks until everything is said and done. And one of the things that I can certainly say is when you're doing an investigation like that, you want to dig deep. And when you start digging deep, people start singing like canaries. Okay. And we'll never know exactly all of the information that is being, told throughout this investigation, but we also have to understand that a company has policies. And one of the things that we have to kind of remember, hey there, hey, thank you so much for the follow, sir. One of the things that we definitely want to remember is the fact that this is a brand. It ain't just about you being in your feelings and all of that. You know what I mean? One of the things that we have to remember, I watched GMA today because DeMarco was a friend. They put him in with the overnight female. Oh, wonderful. You know what? Can I just say this? Sometimes people are, and so congratulations to your friend, Vivian. So one of the things that I definitely want to say is this. People are looking out for their brand. Okay. And when you're talking about messing with the GMA brand, you playing with fire, and you can truly impact your career by playing with fire like that. Okay. Because we're talking about a brand that is supposed to be family and career and all of the other things, right? So when we're talking about that, what we have to really be careful with is when we start putting our personal business out there in these internet streets, right? It's not the same as it was when it took years for people to find out what you were doing. This stuff is instant. People got cameras. They looking for you to make a mistake because it's news. It's fodder for them. It's fodder for whatever they got going on. You know what I'm saying? And so we have to really, really be careful. And when we're not, this is the kind of thing that happens. And so big shout out to your friend for getting the opportunity to do that. And I will say this. The sad part is I can see where this is going to head. Okay. But a business and a brand has to protect themselves. You know what I mean? Like, you got to know where you draw the line when you're working for other people, even when you're working for yourself. You have to be able to understand, especially when we're talking about the way that information happens and moves so quickly. Y'all, I got to move this and move so quickly. One of the things that I know is that you cannot be out here in these internet streets acting a fool. Not for long. Not for long, you can't. Why would you want to? Because what you're doing is you're impacting sponsors, you're impacting advertisers, you're impacting what the brand is known for, right? And if they lose eyeballs, they lose advertisers, they lose their sponsorships, they lose supporters, okay? And they dare not. And see, that impacts not just those two that did what they did, but it's impacting families, it's impacting money that could be possibly made, deals that are on the table. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody's going to get cut, this is not personal. This is business. And I always tell that even to my children, and even when I'm doing specific things I've learned, get out your feelings. When you're talking about people's money, get out your feelings. You have to learn how to get out your feelings. You have to focus on what is for the good of the brand. Now, we all know that there comes a time where you have to kind of be like, okay, my emotions and my feelings and my peace and my anxiety that's so high right now, all of that matters. And if that's the case, then it's time for you to go. But please understand that any business that's worth its weight in a pile of beans is going to absolutely make sure that they're going to take care of the brand, because that's how they eat. That's how the people in their circle eats. If they're all working together, they are not getting ready to have you act a fool and have them out here in these streets. Period. They're not going to do it. Not going to do it. Okay. So, yeah, what we're not going to do. Yeah. So Mo, thank you so much, but I'm not adding anybody to the live right now. So yeah, big ups to your friend for getting that opportunity for sure. Let me go ahead and let's find out what else is happening in brownstoneworldwide.com. Y'all, don't forget, here's what I'm going to do. For those of you all who are watching on Facebook right now, I'm going to share. So shout out to Facebook, shout out to all of the platforms, shout out to YouTube, where we currently are right now. Shout out to TikTok, where we are as well. What I'm going to be doing is sharing on this particular platform, which is connected to all of the others. I'm going to be sharing the cover for the new magazine. I'm excited about this, y'all. This is amazing. So this is the new magazine right here, Brownstone Living Magazine. If you guys are on TikTok, please understand that it is already in the feed. You can go ahead and you can check it out, and you can actually kind of flip through. I actually showed you an example of what the inside of the magazine looks like. I didn't show you all the pages, but you do get an opportunity this month to actually get Brownstone Living, Live the Brownstone Lifestyle magazine. You can actually see me without my hat and all that. Hey, Megan, how are you? Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hey, Louisville 83, welcome, welcome. So you can get Brownstone Living magazine by heading over to brownstoneworldwide.com. It's wonderful. Oh, thank you so much, Vivian. I appreciate that. Yeah, so you can actually, I'm going to put it bit.ly/Brownstone Living. I'm going to put it in chat. Brownstone Living magazine. And then I'm going to also put it on the screen. Okay. So I'll put it there, bit.ly. But then also, I'm going to put it as a banner so that you guys can see it, because I think you will enjoy it. We have a lot of people that actually contributed, bit.ly/Brownstone Living Magazine. Okay. No, I'm chilling today. Don't pay me no mind. So I'm just going to have it pop up. And here you go right here, bit.ly/Brownstone Living Magazine. Go ahead and grab that, or you can type it in or whatever. I'll also make it available both here on TikTok and then also over here on Facebook a little bit later for you all who are a part of Brownstone's Best and the Corner Family, the private groups. And then also, if you're a part of Brownstone Worldwide or Brownstone Living on Facebook, you'll have an opportunity to grab that link and get your free copy this month. And then next month in January, y'all, we covering a whole bunch of stuff. Brownstone Marketplace has a ton of stuff that we're going to be talking about for spring and what's coming up and MLK Day. We also have a financial summit that is happening next month with the Nicole Walters. I'm sorry, not Nicole Walters, the Nicole Johnson. Nicole Walters must be on my mind. Shout out to her. Shout out to her and what she does. Big ups to her. But the Nicole Johnson of Girl Your Money Matters and Brownstone Worldwide is literally we're doing a financial summit on the 17th next month. And we're going to be providing a little bit more information for you guys so that you'll have an opportunity to be a part of it. Okay. I think it's a great way for you to get more information about how to get your money right and all of those things into the new year. Hey, Amanda Dager, how are you? Amanda Kerr, I'm sorry. My apologies. Okay, so here's something else that I want you guys to be fully aware of. Beginning in January, there are going to be new episodes of the Sunday Brunch with me, your girl Paulette. Why is that important? Because we've been running reruns for 8 weeks and I'm tired. So we have already started our new season for the Sunday Brunch, and I'm really excited about that. Just wanted to kind of share that with you all and let you know that we are working towards getting some new content with you guys. For those of you all who are not familiar with the Sunday Brunch, it is our syndicated radio show that is a part of KCCR, thebrownstone.com, or you can download the app KCCR and you can listen in on Sundays to the Sunday Brunch, where we help you to do what? Rise and shine for your life. It is a 2-hour show of jazz and gospel and encouraging words and me, your girl Paulette. Okay. Then after that, we also have the video show, which is called What's for Brunch. And that's where I do recipes and all of that. And yes, it's pre-recorded and I don't have a baseball cap on and all that other stuff. So it's a lot of fun. We're prepping everything now for the new season. And I'm going to drag y'all along. That's what I'm going to do. We're just going to have a little fun with it. You know what I mean? And just kind of get into it and just enjoy ourselves. So another thing that I think is important is to talk about one other thing that I always like to do is to talk about what is in the news. What is in the news? So I'm going to go ahead and play that for you guys, and I'm going to grab something to drink really quick. Hang on just a second. Because this is what I do when I do it in the morning, but because it's been so hectic, because we are planning for 2023 currently, a lot of the things that I would normally do in the morning, I've had to push back because we have to get up more early and get the daylight and stuff like that for some of the shoots that we've done today, which are absolutely gorgeous. And then I had to make a run because we ran out of macarons and biscotti for some of the shoots for the January issue of Brownstone Living. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to have to wait, and I'm going to just have to go live just a little bit later because we got too much going on. You know what I mean? So here's what I want to do is I want to share with you the news and information that you can use from our very own Alan Edwards over at KCCR Radio, the Brownstone. Take a listen to your news. And I'm going to take a quick drink over here of my water.
Hundreds of people marched in the Philippine capital on Saturday, protesting what they said was a rising number of extrajudicial killings and other injustices under the administration of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.
The protesters, led by a Philippines-based rights group, gathered at a public square in Manila before marching toward the presidential palace to demand justice for victims. Police estimated around 800 protesters took part in the rally, which coincided with International Human Rights Day. The number of political prisoners continues to rise, with 828 detained as of November 30th. Harry Michaels reporting.
Peru's newest president, Dina Boluarte, swore in a new cabinet Saturday, just 3 days after becoming the country's first female head of state, and asked each minister to pledge not to be corrupt while in office.
The 16 ministers picked by Boluarte, who on Wednesday was elevated from vice president to replace the ousted Pedro Castillo as the country's leader, will be key to further inflaming or calming a South American country experiencing a seemingly endemic political crisis.
Chinese leader Xi Jinping vowed to import more oil and natural gas from energy-rich Gulf Arab states while not interfering in their affairs, likely seeking to cast Beijing in a more favorable light than Washington as America's attention in the region wanes.
She also urged the Arab countries to conduct energy sales in the Chinese yuan, potentially divorcing the U.S. dollar from transactions in a region where the United States still stations thousands of troops across a network of local bases as a hedge against Iran.
Grant Wall, a sports journalist and soccer analyst, died while covering the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. U.S. Soccer confirmed Friday he was 48.
Wall's cause of death was not revealed, but his brother, Eric Wall, pleaded for help in a video message he shared on Instagram. His death prompted remarks from State Department spokesman Ned Price, who revealed that U.S. officials have been in close communication with Wall's family. Eric Wall later said that his brother collapsed at the stadium and was given CPR before he was taken by Uber to a hospital where he died, according to the New York Post. Davis Richards reporting.
This is the latest news headlines. At least one person was killed and a dozen more were injured Saturday after a powerful explosion ripped through the block of flats on the English Channel Island of Jersey. Police said the blast at the ADM Homes Hot Dumont Flats occurred around 4 a.m. and left debris scattered around the area. The blast was so powerful it picked up on the British Geological Survey's earthquake monitors. The Jersey Evening Post reported firefighters were called out Friday night, many hours before the blast, after residents reported smelling gas. Police are searching for the shooter who killed a U.S. Postal Service employee as he was delivering mail in Wisconsin. The shooting happened just before 6 p.m. Friday on the city's north side. The Milwaukee Police Department said the 44-year-old mail carrier was pronounced dead at the scene. He had worked for the Postal Service for 18 years. Police said the Postal Service and FBI are assisting in the investigation. Milwaukee Mayor Johnson called the crime alarming. The trustee for the liquidation of Bernie Madoff's defunct and fraudulent investment firm announced a new distribution of recovered funds to swindled customers. This is the 14th distribution to victims of Madoff's Ponzi scheme and brings the total amount of restored to more than $14 billion. The trustee has been pursuing stolen customer funds since Madoff pleaded guilty in 2009 and signaled there would be an additional recovery in 2023. The first legal sales of marijuana in New York City will likely be delivered on bikes and scooters. The dozens of people who have already received state licenses to open retail shops will be able to first deliver their products using bicycles, scooters, or other similar methods of transportation, as well as motorized vehicles, the state's Office of Cannabis Management said. While these types of deliveries will be permitted statewide, the bikes and scooter deliveries will be most visible in Manhattan. And that's the latest news headlines. I'm Alan Edwards.
Delivering marijuana on bikes. Let's talk about that. Well, that was Alan Edwards with KCCR Radio, the Brownstone Center. If you want more of that, all you have to do is download the app. And right now, we are airing out our beautiful Christmas songs. So I can actually tell you what's playing right now. If you download the app, Isaac Hayes, Mistletoe and Me is currently playing on KCCR Radio, the Brownstone. If you want some news and information that you can use, head on over to brownstoneworldwide.com. And of course, if you would like the magazine, you can go to bit.ly, Brownstone Living Magazine, and get your free copy for this month. Then after that, of course, there is a $2 per month subscription fee, or you can just pay the $20 for the year, and then you'll get all of the cool stuff. Because y'all, we got some stuff that's coming. Why? Because we already planned it out. We already know. Okay. And of course, as things come along and they need to be a part of the magazine, we'll definitely make it a part of that. Hey, Nana Love Slots. How are you? Love slots. Well, girl, we know what you like to do. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. All right. So that's my time. I just wanted to come on here really quick and kind of chop it up with you guys for the day. I will see you all later on this evening for Girl, Your Money Matters. Hey, Alpha Leo, how are you? Welcome. So happy that you could join us. So listen, later on this evening, we're going to be airing Girl, Your Money Matters on brownstoneworldwide.com/BWTV. If you would like to see what we're doing behind the scenes with another one of our podcast shows, okay? It's both video and it's audio, because you could catch Nicole's show on KCCR Radio, the Brownstone, as well, okay? Let's see. Hey, let's see. Ooh, okay. Hey there. Hey. Lashed out by me. Okay. So we okay. Hi, how are you? Welcome. All right. So I would love for you guys to come back and check out Fitness is Not a Game with Crystal Taylor, who is the guest tonight for Girl Your Money Matters with, again, the Nicole Johnson. And of course, Tony Sanchez will probably be popping in a little bit later to kind of hang out with us as well. All right. So again, it is our day shift show, Midday. And then after Nicole Johnson airs, of course, Marshawn Olanio will come on right after that. And then I'm going to wrap up the day with a little bit of tips, topics, and talk right here on Brownstone Worldwide TV, BWTV. We're going to hang out. We're going to do some things. And I'm going to show you some of the things that are on Brownstone Marketplace a little bit later. Until then, keep it locked to KCCR Radio, the Brownstone, Brownstone Worldwide TV, and brownstoneworldwide.com, where everything is housed. And of course, the new magazine. We don't want you to miss your episode, your copy rather, and get that subscription now. We'll come back a little bit later because I want to show you some of the stuff that we're preparing for February and for March. Because listen, we already on it. Okay. So with that, I'm going to leave you with 3 things that we always like to tell every single last one of you guys. 1, love your life. It is the only one that you have. 2, live your life to the fullest and embrace everything that is your life, because one day you're not going to be here. You might as well enjoy everything that is your life. And lastly, breathe through every single moment. Remember, 1 breath becomes 2, becomes 3, becomes a day, becomes a week, becomes months, becomes years, becomes your life. Love, live, and breathe. You guys, I'll see you around brownstoneworldwide.com. I'll see you later on this evening. Take care.